Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here on this Thursday morning. We have a beautiful day lined up, and this is sort of the last little bit of our cool weather for a while. So anyway, it's been really nice. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500. A year's effort worth a lifetime of rewards there at Haney Tech. Good folks over there. Temperature this morning 72 in Panama City, 79 up. I'm sorry, 77 here, 79 in Mariana, 77 in Apalachicola, and 78 in Sandestin. So you see we're all about the same temperature. There on the radar, there's a little bit of rain on the eastern part of our viewing area, right east of Carabel. It's out in the Gulf. It's sort of coming up out of the south, so some big thunderstorms that way. Our high today will be 91, low tonight 78. Water temperature, interestingly, has dropped 1 degree, so it's down to 85 degrees. It's nothing major, but it was up to 88 last week, so it's down to 85 now. Our boating forecast, winds will be coming out of the east, switching to the south, and over in the eastern area it's already switched to the south, and it's coming up off the Gulf. Seas 1 to 2, and a smooth to light chop on protected waters. Our Carl Vernon Marine Specialties tide chart. Checking out Thursday, August the 18th, you can see we don't have a lot of tidal flow, but the high tide was this morning at 101. It's going to be low this morning at 937, so it'll be coming in all day, but we're looking at a 0.2 range, not a lot of range to it. It's going to kick in on a little bit on Friday and more on Saturday, more of a tidal flow on Saturday. Okay, that takes care of our outdoor weather, and we'll take our first break and be right back.
$10,000 prize money in the 15th Annual Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association's Kingfish Tournament, August 27th. Fish from Panama City, Mexico Beach, wherever. Weigh in at the Mexico Beach Marina. $150 per boat. Captain's party Friday night. Proceeds to build more artificial reefs. Register early at the Mexico Beach Marina or Half Hitch and Blue Water Outriggers. Complete details at mbara.org. When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Flag with Professional Fiberglass and Marine Service. We offer all types of boat repair, fiberglass work, bottom painting, detailing, buffing. If your gel coat's looking dull, we can get that boat looking good for you again. We also offer a pickup and delivery service, and we have trailers that you can use if we are going to work on your boat, and we can come and get your boat for you. We can be reached at 850-960-9054, or you can reach us on the web at profiberglassmarine.com.
And welcome back, and welcome Brad Stevens.
Good morning, Coach.
Always great to have Brad on here, Sunjammers. I know we have so much to talk about, so much equipment and all, and I think first of all we're talking about you got some brand new kayaks coming in too.
Yesterday we unloaded the 2012 Hobie kayaks. We're really excited this year. Hobie came out with 2 brand new models. They have the Mirage Revolution, which is personally my favorite boat. That's what you ended up with too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
They have a new one. It's shorter. It's 11 foot long. I really like it. I didn't think I'd like a smaller boat. I like the picture. I knew it would be a good seller, but I didn't think it would personally appeal to me. And I think it's what I'm going to fish with this year. It's short, it's easy, it's lightweight, it weighs right at 40 pounds. I can load it and We were carrying them one in each hand out of the semi yesterday.
Wow.
I was blown away with how light they are. Plenty of room. It has 1 inch less of cockpit room than the 13-footer, which I never used all of my cockpit room in my big one.
Yeah.
So it's a great boat. They have a new way the Mirage Drive locks in. It's called a glide track. Sometimes when people put in the Mirage Drive, which is the foot pedal system, the Mirage kayaks, if it goes in square, it's easy. And once you learn how to put it in, you can put about any of them in with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
But when you're learning, sometimes if you get it a little crooked and people start banging around and they just think it takes pressure, so they're tearing up stuff by like trying to force it in. If it doesn't go easy, pick it up, readjust, it goes again. Which you go to our Facebook page, we'll have some video of this up later today, hopefully. I can actually take the Mirage Drive and toss it. If I hit the hole, it lines itself up and goes in. I don't know. I don't know how it works so well it does. I rarely get excited about new Hobie products anymore.
Yeah.
We were like kids in a candy store yesterday all over this new boat. We got very little done yesterday playing with this new boat and just trying to figure out, how something so simple can make such a big difference on that boat. So come in, we have all the Hobie's new boats on display. We rearranged our showroom. We flip-flopped some stuff yesterday.
One of the great things about Hobie, and we were talking about it before the show, of course the innovation is always great, but they're American made and it's quality made.
Absolutely. They're all made right there in San Diego, California, just north of San Diego, in a little town called Oceanside. The factory's there. They have their thumb on top of quality control, and they are not immune to problems. They had some paddle issues here back last year or so. They had a big batch of them that were bad, and they didn't have any markings on them. So you either got a good paddle or you got a bad paddle. There's no way to tell. It's an over-the-counter. If you have a broken Hobie paddle, bring it in. If it was, doesn't look like it's been run over by a car and have tree barks all over it, we're going to hand you a new paddle. 3 or 5 or 6, it's all starting to run together. 5 or 6 years ago, they had a problem with the mold with a Mirage Drive. They had what they consider a major fail rate, which was just 2% of the production boats had a problem. Unfortunately, most of those came to the southeast. Hobie still, if you got one of those boats, they hand you a new one. These other shops that talk about, man, we try to repair these Hobies all the time, they're garbage, blah, blah, blah. Well, they're just taking your money, folks. Hobie will hand you a new boat 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
If it's a legitimate manufacturer's defect, there's no sense to fix it. Hobie doesn't believe in fixing warranty problems. You pay a premium dollar for a premium product, it needs to work the way it was supposed to, and if it doesn't, they make it right.
And they've done such a great job doing that. And now, you got the truck unloaded yesterday. You got it all stacked up out there pretty well, all you need?
Yeah, which we have an off-site warehouse very few people know about. We got about 100 Hobie kayaks in there right now. We're bringing just shy of 100 Wilderness Systems kayaks in next week, which will put us right about 200 boats in the warehouse. We don't talk about Wilderness kayaks a lot on here because we're all such big Hobie fans. We're the largest Wilderness dealer in the Panhandle. We stock the Tarpon 100, which we have their limited run resin. It's a purple and white kayak. It looks really good. I'm not a purple guy personally, but Coach was drooling all over it. He wants a couple of them. And then they have what's called Jade and White. It's kind of a spin off a camo, and it looks really good. I just ordered 20 more of each of those to come in our warehouse this next week. We sold 6 of those purple and whites in one day.
Wow.
Because one person saw a post of a picture on Facebook of it. They saw us do a little video of it on Facebook. They came in and bought one. They took a picture, posted on their Facebook page. Their friends saw it, and it was just a snowball effect. We were back and forth. Finally, we just pulled them all from the warehouse that Saturday. And we sold all of them that day but one that we had left in stock.
That sounds good. Listen, we're going to talk about boats some more, but we've got some tackle here that Brad, we're going to come back and talk about some of this and also some other products he has out there. And so stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
You know what folks like best about Coram Steak and Eggs? Just about everything. Willie and Linda Coram have been in business a long time. They know how to take care of their customers with great food and great service. Better than being at home. You don't have to do the dishes. It's all good, but be sure to check out their heavenly hash. That's what Coram Steak and Eggs is famous for. Coram Steak and Eggs, 804 South Tyndall Parkway. Open 24/7. Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy it at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
Hi, welcome back. Brad and I sit here talking. We're all optimistic about this new fall snapper season, and boy, our wind's been taken out of the sail. There's nothing in the paper, but we got the word last night on Facebook, both of us, from a very reliable source. Brad, we're not going to have it. So, what do you think happened? You reading it out? He has it on his phone.
Yeah,
I read mine last night. About
they say we're basically a 500,000. Our recreational catch was about 500,000 pounds over what they predicted it was going to be. Nothing's official yet, so we're guessing they're going to say no fall. But if they think you should catch this much and we catch this much, then guess what? Next year we're supposed to have this much. We were over this much. They're probably going to shrink it to this much.
Yeah, they're talking about shrinking it next year. So it doesn't look good for us recreational guys. But I was all pumped up.
Don't worry, the commercial guys can still catch them. Well, don't worry, you can still buy your fish.
We can still get them. Okay. All right, listen. Talk about fishing. This is cool. I know you like the color. This is one of new plugs out. Brad is carrying this plug now. And you can't hear it on air and all, but Brad, tell us how this noise. It makes a noise.
Yeah, it's a Livingston lure. It actually grunts. First off, it's a good looking bait. It has good action in the water, and you see all those little wires in there. When you touch the 2 hooks together, and you can do it in the palm of your hand occasionally, but when it gets in the water, it lets off a real faint croak. It's supposed to mimic a croaker, and if all your speckled trout fishermen know, pigfish and croakers, same thing depending on who you ask. It's like ringing the dinner bell for a big old speckled trout. It'll bring it. It's a good lure. We've had semi-good success with it. I haven't given it the time it deserves on the end of my rod because I've been off the top water fishing here for a while. I've been a soft plastics guy here lately.
Yeah. Well, I have a close friend of mine who lives down in New Smyrna Beach, grew up down there, and he's a fishing guide. He fishes in Mosquito Lagoon, and we talk a lot, and I've been fishing with him. And this is all he'll fish with is a pigfish down there.
Yeah,
we catch him when I go down there. He's excellent. But he believes in these, and this is a secret now for a lot of people up here don't know about this. But the noise it makes, I promise you, the noise it makes. We talked about this over and over. It either really gets them excited or they get mad.
Either way, they bite.
But either one, they go after it. So if you can catch some live pigfish, try that. But this is something I'm going to try this out.
Yeah,
I'm going to get some of these.
They've sold the guys that have bought them have all come back and rebought them, so that lets me know it's a good product.
Yeah.
When you bring something in and you sell a bunch of them real quick because it's new, and then nobody comes in and asks for them again, it was just an okay product. We have not had great success with selling this. We can't convince people it works, but the people that have bought it have all come back and bought more. So we're going to run a promotion. I forget how much the plug is off the top of my head. It's not astronomical for a quality top water plug. We're going to do buy 2 get 1 free. That way you can get 3 plugs for the price of 2. Get them out there, try them, mix them up, put them on the end of your line, give them the time it deserves. And then we also have some other buy 2 get 1 frees. We have gulp bags. Everybody knows what gulp is. We have the gulp shrimp. Regularly $6.99 like it is at all the other stores. We're buy 2, get 1 free.
That's a good deal there.
Puts it down to $4.66 a bag.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is for in-stock gulp only. And honestly, I don't know how long I'm going to run it. I'm doing it to try to move some inventory, to be honest with you. All of our tourists are gone, most of them. Our locals are still here, so we kind of want to say thank you. So we're kind of putting some stuff we're overstocked on specials. Buy 2, get 1 free. We have some Salt Life t-shirts, the same deal. Buy 2, get 1 free on some limited runs of those. Our old Fresh Fish shirts, buy 2, get 1 free. And this Saturday, we're going to have a little sale. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. Everybody knows the Stratic reel's changing. They're coming out with a new Stratic model. So I need to get rid of my current Stratics. It's kind of a price-protected item, so I can't say it's going to be X, Y, or Z on the air, but come in the store, we'll have it either paired with a really nice rod for a good combo price, or we'll just have a good cash and carry price on just the reels.
You got a lot of tackle out there, and you still have your crickets.
Still have crickets. I guess all that rain, the river must be up a little bit. We have
The river's still down, but they're still catching fish
But
now.
it's got to be up more, because it was a horrible year for freshwater bait. Nobody was fishing just north of us in Choptahatchee.
Yeah.
Because there's just no water up there. We had our regulars that used to run it. Now we're afraid to run it because we saw somebody lose a foot on a stump that nobody knew there was a stump pile over here. We got crickets. We'll sell them by the 50, 100, or 1,000. If you come in, we get deliveries on Mondays, so you can come in about Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning. We'll still have a full box of thousands for you guys that want to take them yourself.
Cool. That's cool. We're talking about all kind of fishing and all. We mentioned the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association Kingfish Tournament, and when we're talking about when you're fishing, you just never know. You fished tournaments before. You're like me. We're not tournament fishermen like some of these guys are, but every now and then we'll fish one. And by the way, I guess did I tell you about me winning that tournament?
No, I didn't hear. Did you? You won a tournament?
No, that's becoming a joke around at work already, because everybody asks me to tell that story again. Then when I start telling the story, they walk off. But those are my buddies. But the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association is having theirs next week, and I was looking at the previous records and all of each weight it was caught each year. And it's surprising. You just never know what size king. That's why I wanted everybody to encourage everybody to enter this thing, because look at some of these different weights and all. At this picture here, you may or may not be able to see the poundage on it. This is just some previous year's winners, but the poundage, I just went down the list. It's 31 pounds. Now over there on the far right, there's the biggest one is a 47 pounder. Coming on down, 32 pounds. We've got a couple of 32 pounders. That seems to be a hot number, but one right in there in the middle, that's a 19-pounder one at one year, a 19-pound king. We could catch that probably this morning.
Probably. You can always catch them not on tournament days.
I know, that's true.
I used to fish a lot of these king mackerel tournaments. Then I realized I'm not a tournament fisher guy. We used to fish, the Treasure Island here, and then there was another one. There were always a couple of them here, the Howl Tackle tournament.
Yeah.
We'd go out and we'd pre-fish, we'd do everything, we'd have our big hardtails or spend that astronomical amount on getting some fresh ribbon fish brought in from South Florida or wherever. And we do great, 30, 40 pound fish, just, you bring them up to the boat, popping your leader and going on. Tournament day, we've not gone to the scales with 19-pound fish before, because we're like, we just go to the dock, start cleaning up the boat, and find out that fish would have placed. So if you enter a tournament and you catch a legal fish, go to the scales. It's as simple as that. I know it's nerve-wracking walking up there with a little fish. It's nerve-wracking walking up there with a big fish.
Well, especially when they're paying out 5, 6, 7 places and all.
You never know.
You never know, and I've seen that happen. If you win on a 19-pounder, but the average weight's been 30, 31. 32 pounds, something like that. So,
absolutely.
So that'd be fun. We're going to talk more about that tournament. That's a good fundraiser, Billy's Reefs and all, and a great fish attractor. I know, you catching a lot of kings out of kayaks
Absolutely. West end of the beach is, and the kings came early this year. They were big. We're like, yes, we're going to have a killer king mackerel year. They all disappeared. We had no kings. No kings for the longest time.
I think just moved on through, but there were some big kings early.
They were, but they're back. I don't know if they circled back. Man, we didn't spend long enough in Panama City or something like that. Their cigar minnows taste better than Fort Walton beaches. But the bait's back on the beach, and the kings are here. The Spanish are here. It's fishing's also it's picked back up, which is good, because hopefully it'll start to cool off and we'll have a good fall season here.
Yeah.
But the kings have been big. Kayakers just absolutely been tearing them up. The Mirage Drive just gives you a unique advantage because you can at average pace, you're at that 3 miles an hour, perfect pace for trolling. You got a rod in you can hold your rod in your hand with your bail open. When you feel that fish hit, you can go free spool. You know, on the boats, you got to have your drag set dual, so basically you can be at a free spool mood, let that fish turn, eat, set the bail, flip the bail, set the hook, and hang on if you're in a kayak.
That sounds exciting. We're going to take our last break and come back and talk more about this kind of stuff.
When it comes to the shooting sports, the headquarters for this area for over 57 years has been C&G Sporting Goods. When you need firearms for hunting, target shooting, self-protection, home protection, or if you're a gun collector, C&G's friendly, knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you make the right selection. C&G buys, sells, and trades guns. C&G will buy one gun or a collection. Look over this area's largest selection of quality firearms. C&G Sporting Goods, home of the experts.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your serious money advisor!
For 26 years, Mills Heating and Air has been serving the Emerald Coast from Navarre Beach to Bay County, Crestview to Defutiac Springs with residential and commercial accounts. 7 days a week, we provide quality service and installation, in-home evaluations, air quality, and duct cleaning. We offer free estimates, convenient financing, and preventative maintenance agreements.
For lower bills, call Mills 234-8177.
Your Panhandle carrier dealer.
It's Kubota Summertime Deal Days at Soul Tractor, and that means Kubota finance offers are heating up. Right now, we have long-term finance rates as low as 0% APR available for qualified buyers. We have the deals you've been waiting for on the quality new Kubota zero-turn mowers. Come take a look at our new Kubota gas or diesel zero-turn mowers today while the sun shines.
Hurry to Soul Tractor's Kubota Summertime Deal Days and get your best deal on a new Kubota today while the sun shines.
Welcome back. So here with Brad Stevens from the Sunjammers, but first let's do our Express Lane fishing game forecast. Good folks up there at Express Lane. I was visiting with them yesterday, and hey, they love to fish too. I'll tell you what. American owned and operated. Our times today. This morning we're just wrapping it up from 3 to 5, but this afternoon when you get off work, you're looking at 412 to 612. 412 to 612 this afternoon. So take advantage of that if you have opportunity. Okay, Brad, this big pole, what we're talking about here?
It looks like a push pole on this end. It's a kayak stakeout pole. When you're drifting along on the flats, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, I need an anchor. Typically, if you're bay fishing, we're in less than 3 foot of water where we're catching all of our fish anyways. This is a stakeout pole. It's about 6 foot long. It just sticks down in the ground, hooks to your anchor trolley. You can put through a scupper. It has a foot on the end, so you can turn around and use it as a push pole, but it also works perfect for helping get that in there. Has a little piece of foam right here, so you can also help get it down.
That's cool.
And this floats. Best part about it, 100% of this is manufactured in the USA, in Virginia. Same people that make the carbon Visi pole, which is the light flag that that's so popular around here that we sell a ton of.
Yeah, I like that.
Everything this company makes is made in the USA. This pole retails for $55 is all it is. That's shipped to me. We sell them for $55. Guy named Luther that owns it, he called me. We've kind of become buddies. Everybody in this industry kind of becomes buddies. Yeah. He says, what if I could drop the price of this pole $10? I said, do it. $45 pole, it'll sell even better. He said, I got to go to China with it. I said, keep it here in the States. Yeah. We'll pay $10 more for it. Because the quality control's there, and it's really, really nice. Another USA made Cannon paddles. This is a $60 paddle here. It's a good stiff blade. This is an entry-level paddle. The joke is, all right, buying a tarpon kayak or a Ride 135, you got to buy a good paddle with it. Which one do I need? And I hate saying this, it's true. The most expensive one you can afford, because you need a nice quality paddle to get you moving through the water. That's all changed this year. Escape paddle by Cannon. We have this one. They have the step up. This one's $60. They have one for $90. Good quality entry-level paddles. And then Adventure Technology. It's a fiber blade, extremely stiff here. As fiberglass shave, a new ferrule system on it that we won't even get into. You need to come in the store. We'll show you how to make quick adjustments on the fly. This paddle retails for $125. And for your recreational paddle, which is somebody that paddles, less than 5 times a month, you're still considered recreational in our books. That's all you need, $125. We got paddles up to $400 and something in there. Honestly, you're getting into it. You don't need anything but this. And our Tarpon 100s I was talking about early retail for $6.99. Without a paddle, we're giving everybody a free AT paddle that buys a Tarpon 100.
Well, you can't beat that. And, you know, I've always said this on the show. On my outdoor stuff, it could be hunting, fishing, or whatever. I just always bought quality equipment, and it will last you. It's as simple as that. Yeah. You don't go for that lowest price at some of these box stores. You go for quality stuff, and it will pay off. We
sold some $25 and $30 paddles, honestly, to compete with Sports Authority and Sam's kayaks. Yeah. I just couldn't be. They would break on people. They come back. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's a $25 paddle. There's no warranty.
And it was made in China. I mean,
exactly, made in China.
So we, as Americans, now we talk about this a lot. We got to stick with some of our stuff. I'm gonna come out and get one of these. I like the idea of this. This is a dual purpose.
Exactly, and we have people in little Carolina skiffs and John boats. They're using these. They're running the river. The water's low in the river. We got some guys using these. They're just pulling up on the mud banks and sticking it in and tying it off.
I'm gonna come get several of these.
We'll look forward to the video with your big trout on it.
Okay. Buy 2, get 1 free?
Buy 2, get 1 free.
Because I'd recommend this just on the principle, on the theory of it, because we have talked about this before, and this is the first one I've seen where they're going to come out and make some noise with it. And this is interesting. This would be
It's a huge lure over in Texas, and we're just trying to bring some of that over here. We have a few of the Paul Browns in, which is a huge lure in Texas.
That is a big one, too. I'm getting some, a lot of people, several people, really good fishermen will email me and tell me that's what they're catching them on a Paul Brown. You have some of those?
We got a few of them, not a lot. Okay. I haven't made the commitment to go all in with Paul Brown, but we're about to.
I want to try those out too, because some of the viewers have been catching them on that. This is good stuff, Brad. So what are your hours now?
7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Sunday 7 to 3. And you can always find out Facebook.com/Sunjammers where you can keep up with anything and everything at the shop. We probably update more than some people want, but you always know what's going on.
Well, it's good because we're on Facebook, and I see a lot of stuff y'all are doing.
And we post the tides every morning, so if you miss the tides on here, throughout the middle part of the day, you can't rewind in your mind and see what Coach showed you up here. It's always on our wall on our Facebook. Just scroll down the page, and you'll find it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Brad.
Thanks for having me. Time to go fishing.
All right, buddy. Well, you're going right now, right?
I'm headed offshore. Hopefully the diesels are warmed up waiting on me.
All right, folks. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all support our sponsors. Do something good for somebody today, and God bless you.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.